Hi guys! Okay, so for today's craft we're going to be making the candy stripe friendship bracelet. All of the supplies that you need to make this bracelet are in the crafting bag that you picked up at the library this week, and I hope you guys have a great time making it. If you would like to, we would love to see photos of the bracelets that you make, or you can send us video of you making the bracelets. Just send your photos or videos to lakehillslibrary@gmail.com so we can see how you guys did, and we look forward to seeing them. Have fun! Okay, so now we are going to learn how to make a candy stripe bracelet. This bracelet is using 5 different colors, and we're going to have 10 strands to work with when it's all said and done. Because what you're going to do is each strand that you received in your package had 5 feet per color. So what you're going to do is take them and get them all straightened out so you can make a nice even end. And then I want you to fold it in half. Now this that I'm showing you is a lot shorter than what you're working with, but that's so we can make the video so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so once you've got it folded in half and all the bottom is even, then take the top bit and go ahead and put a knot in the top, and that will leave you with a little loop right up here at the top of it. Okay, I'm missing one of, oh, there. And then if you have a little piece sticking out like that, just find the color that's sticking out and pull hard on that. So once you've got the loop, lay it down on a surface like a table or someplace where you can work with it, and tape down the loop so now you can work with it. So the first step is you're going to divide it into sections. Okay, now that you have your 4 strands laid out, your loop and your knot tied and your tape down, it's time to start actually braiding the bracelet. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the first 2 strands. In this case, it's the gold strands. You're going to take the first strand in your right hand, the second strand in your left hand. You want to take and droop the second strand over the 3 fingers of your left hand, leaving 1 finger for a hook. Then you're going to take the first strand in your right hand. You're going to wrap it around that finger and see how it makes the shape of a 4. Then you're going to reach through the hole of the 4 and pull that string back through it, and then pull it to the top. You're going to do that again, so 2 times. Make the 4, pull the string through, and pull it to the top. Now dropping the string that's in your left hand, you're going to keep the string in your right hand. You're going to pick up the second string, which is now orange. Well, which is the third string, which is the second string over for you though. You still have this one in your right hand. You have the first orange string in your left hand. So you wrap the right hand one around the hook again, make the 4, pull the cord through and tighten that up. Make the 4, pull the cord through and tighten that up. And now we're going to drop the left hand again and pick up the next string, which is the second orange string. Make the 4 again. Now you notice that that first string that was up on our braid, I've kept it in my right hand the whole time, and we're going to call that the traveling string, because what we're doing is we're traveling it across. Pick up the next one, which is red. We're traveling it across to make our first stripe. So you make the 4 twice, pull it through twice, pull it tight. Now the second red string, make the 4, pull it through, tighten, make the 4, pull it through, tighten. So we always keep this traveling string in our right hand, and then we pick up the next string in our left, and that's what we're wrapping the traveling string around, just like this. There's 2, and last we have this dark brown. The second dark brown string is our last one. 1, and we tighten it again. Now this first couple rows are the worst because they don't lay as flat as you'd like them to. They don't look like much of anything, but as it starts to build, then you'll really be able to see it. Okay, now we've got our first row made. We've taken this string and traveled it all the way across these other strings here. So next, you're going to pick up the second gold string and put it in your right hand. It's now your traveling string. Then you're going to pick up that first orange string, and it's really important that you keep these in the same order every time, and you'll see that they're separated now. So you pick up the first orange string in your left hand, wrap the traveling string around your finger, make the 4, pull it through, and tighten 2 times. Always do this step twice. If you only do it once, we have found from experience, it makes a curly bracelet. Okay, so on this, you're picking up the second orange string now. You're traveling this right hand string across the strings. 2 4s there. Next, we're going to do the red string. Okay, make the 4, pull it through, tighten, make the 4, pull it through, tighten. Now you should be getting the hang of this motion. This is what you're going to do all the way down the bracelet until you are done making the main portion of the bracelet. 1, 2, and then I'm going to show you something important after I finish these next 2 strings. We go 1, 2, pulling it through, and now here you're on your last one of the brown. We've made our 4, pull it through, 1, 2. Now we're on our final gold, the last string. We do it just like all the others. So you put it in your left hand, you make the 4, you pull it through 1, pull it through twice, and now you have your gold row. Now as you go, you can smooth these out, kind of tighten that up just a little bit to make it nice and even. Now that you're at this point, you're going to pick up your orange string and you're going to do it exactly like you did your gold strings, then your second one, then your reds, and then your browns, and you'll just keep working over and over exactly like we just did, making sure that we keep the strings in order, and you always do 2 knots on each string. So I'm going to show you one more time just as a refresher. You pick up these 2. The first one is going in your right hand, the second one is in your left. The first string is your traveling string. So you've got it in position, you hook it, pull it across, it looks like a 4, pull the string through, 1, and then again, 2, drop your left string, pick up the next string with your left hand, keeping the right string in your right hand at all times. You've got it laid across your 3 fingers, you hook, you make the 4, you pull it through, 1 and 2. Okay, so you're going to continue this all the way down until you have the length amount of bracelet that you want. So when you get to a fairly good length, you might try it around your wrist and see if that's the size that you want. Now I'm going to show you what we do when we get to the end of the braiding part and we're ready to finish off our bracelet. Okay, so here we have our finished bracelet. We've braided all the way down. We've done all of our knots. We've got it all in place. So I'm going to take that and move it up just a little bit so you can see a little more of what we're going to do with this part. So we've got these little strings hanging down, but we're ready to finish off our bracelet. What we're going to do here is a very simple braid. So you want to divide these into 2 portions, so 4 on each side, which makes an uneven number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 string with 2 strings and then 1 string. So we're going to braid this out, so just simple braiding. There. You take it and you cross it across, put it in the middle, take the left side across the middle, take the right side across the middle, take the left side across the middle. Now if you are having any trouble with braiding, I've done another video with braided bracelets out of yarn. You can check out that video for a really in-depth look at how to just do a basic braid. So we're going to get these braided out, and then I will show you what to do to completely finish your bracelet and tie it around your wrist. So this is going to help us keep the strings together so they don't come apart. Once you get down to the bottom of your braid, all you have to do is just put a simple knot in that to tie off that braid. Okay, so I'll show you how to tie it on as soon as I finish this braiding. Okay, so now we've got both sides braided and I've tied off the knots, and we're going to use this through our loop. So you can untape your bracelet now. And there it is. You just take this and then put one end through your loop, and then take the other end, and I can't tie a knot on myself very well, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Or you can have a friend or your mom or someone else around you to help you out and tie it through, oops, like that. And I've made mine a little bit on the big side, so you want to make sure you measure it as you go. And there is your first candy stripe woven friendship bracelet. Have fun!